A new technology has been developed. New blue orbital scanning finished. We have calculated a favorable location for palladium mining outpost. I am detecting multiple acidic yeast colonies in this area.
That's good. Maybe there will be fewer exploding mushrooms in that area. Either way, we should remember to use the geoscanner frequently.
Warning! An enemy attack is imminent. We should build stronger defenses around our base.
Mr. Riggs, are you seeing this? The entire horizon is turning purple.
Affirmative, Ashley. It is a large pollen cloud. My sensors picked it up days ago, but it was not classified as a point of interest.
How big is this cloud? Where is it coming from?
It spans a few hundred kilometers and has been traveling across the continent for at least a few weeks. Its origin is difficult to determine.
It must be coming from afar. None of the flora species that we've seen in this region could produce such amounts of pollen.
I do not think it could be a threat to our mission, but we can try to gather more data when the cloud reaches our base. Ashley, I'm detecting large, fast-moving objects within the pollen cloud. They should be flying over our base in a moment.
Well, that certainly didn't look like pollen. Are you tracking these objects?
Affirmative. They should hit the ground close to our base. I marked the estimated landing location on your map.
Okay, let's see what it is.
Warning! An enemy attack is imminent. We should build stronger defenses around our base. Base is under attack.
One of our energy connectors has been destroyed.
Breach in our walls. Tower destroyed.
An energy connector has been destroyed.
Weapon dropped. We can try to recover it later.
Base is under attack.
Tower has been destroyed. Wall destroyed. An energy connector has been destroyed.
A building has been destroyed. Base is under attack.
One of our portal signals as being destroyed.
Not enough AI cores. Build more AI hubs. The wind is picking up speed. Loose objects are starting to fly. The wind is much stronger than usual.
Look at this strange vegetation. It clearly doesn't belong here.
This area must have been contaminated by one of those flying spores. It must be the source of this growth.
Yes, that sounds obvious. Let's see what we can learn from studying the macrospore in more detail.
We have to take a larger piece of this object and bring it to our alien laboratory to study it. A small sample will not be enough. I can transport the sample with the Megasuit's gravity modulator arm extension. Please bear in mind that if we rift jump while holding this object, it will not travel with us.
Okay, let's take a walk then.
This sample is safe within the force field, but it is going to deteriorate quite quickly if we drop it to the ground. Ashley, are you interested in this object out of pure scientific curiosity? Or are you seriously worried that it could pose a real threat?
Well, I guess both. I am still really excited about all of the magnificent wildlife that we're experiencing on Galatea every day. I came here as a scientist and as an explorer, and I still feel that way. Although I have to admit, this planet is much more dangerous than I expected. It's like everything has been trying to kill us around every corner, and it's just too much sometimes. There are some moments when I feel like I want to shoot at everything that's moving in our direction. So yes, I am curious to learn more about this object, and I am worried that it might be something that could really kill us. Okay, we delivered a huge chunk of the macrospore to the alien research lab. Let's see what it can tell us.
I have analyzed the pollen in the air and the macrospore sample. The first thing to note is that they were produced by two different species of fungi.
That's interesting. The fungi that produce those gigantic flying spores would have to be enormous. And the amount of biomass in that cloud is also quite astounding.
The next thing we have learned is that the large spores feed on the microscopic grains of the pollen cloud. They would not be able to fly very far without it.
An intriguing parasitic relationship. Can you tell me more about that large spore? How was it able to spread that growth around its landing site so quickly? Can it survive in this environment?
That flying object was a carrier vessel that contained multiple fungal spores, surrounded by a thick layer of hypernutritious resin-like substance and shielded by strong chitin walls. The organisms around the landing site used up the nutrients from the carrier vessel to develop very quickly. However, I am not certain if they will be able to survive in this environment, nor if they should be classified as a threat.
I'm not convinced about that. The fact that they're not trying to tear us apart with claws or beaks doesn't make them harmless. The sheer size of that spore cloud could make it dangerous. What if it starts to change the local ecosystem? What if it serves as a growth catalyst for the acidic yeast colonies that we've encountered? We can't just ignore this. We have to find where this cloud is coming from and determine if it is dangerous.
Now that we have analyzed the cloud's content, we can input that data to the planetary scanner to search for areas that can contain large amounts of biomass with similar element composition spectrum.
Let's look at biomes that can support large fungal colonies, potentially warm and with lots of water.
Affirmative. Further scans indicate an area that matches this query. It is a vast river delta located in the subtropical zone. The vegetation in that biome is very dense and strongly distinct from what we have seen in other parts of the planet. Its location suggests that it could be the source of the spore cloud.
Okay, that sounds good, Mr. Riggs. Please mark the location on the planetary scanner, and let's go to that fungal swamp as soon as we can.
Jump successful. The orbital scanner reported large condensations of rhodonite in this area. both underground and in the form of the red crystal formations that we've seen in the other parts of this biome.
Okay, let's grab the geoscanner and start searching for treasure.
Condensation of rhodonite near our position. I have marked its approximate location on our map.
Excellent. We should gather as much rhodonite as possible. We'll use it later to craft better equipment.
Technology has been developed.
New buildings are available for construction. We've gathered a sizable amount of rhodonite. This should be enough to craft some good equipment. We can stay here and try to find more, or get back to our primary objectives. Warning, hostile creatures are coming from a nearby nest. We should go there and clear it out. A new technology has been developed.
New blueprints are available for crafting. Multiple granite nests detected within this area. Be careful, Ashley. Research completed.
Slowing down. The air is getting dense. A fog is forming up. It's hard to see anything in this fog.
Warning! A new group of hostile creatures is coming from a nearby nest.
The fog is clearing up. This will make things easier for us. Warning, a new group of hostile creatures is coming from a nearby nest. We might see a blue moon tonight. Base is under attack. The moon has turned blue.
The building has been destroyed.
Not enough AI cores. Build more AI hubs.
It looks like some of these creatures' attacks are originating from a common point near our base.
Interesting. We should go and investigate that area.
This looks like a nest of some sort. We should clear it out and reduce the strength of hostile attacks.
There is a lot of them inside. This might be difficult.
The blue moon is no longer visible. That was a very interesting event. Let's hope it happens again, so we can do more research on how it affects the ecosystem. Should stop them from gathering in this area and improve our chances of survival.
Every bit helps.
I'm detecting dangerous sun activity. Ashley, there is no protected atmosphere over this desert. We're going to sustain damage.
The sun is burning our armor and structures. Hopefully this will not last long.
The sun's activity is decreasing. Heat and radiation levels are returning back to normal. A new technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction. Jump successful. Orbital scanning was correct. I am detecting multiple rich palladium deposits nearby. Warning, acidic yeast activity is very high in this area.
Okay, let's look for an easily defendable position near a palladium deposit. And remember to build our base on anti-corrosive floor tiles. This biome is not going to give up its resources easily.
Once we establish a permanent outpost, we could also try to destroy the roots of the acidic yeast colonies. That should stop them from spreading further.
That could adversely change the ecological balance of this biome. Let's treat that option as a last resort.